Yeah, this is Pound Sterling, the Hustler. You're watching the Celebration Shit.
You gave your honor, take a seat. Let's celebrate, it's time to speak about how you spent 10,000 hours. Now come and get your flowers. It's a celebration, and you're the guest of honor. It's a celebration. Now come and get your flowers.
What's happening, people? I'm Jazzie Zonzolo, and today on the Celebration Chair, we're giving flowers to a man who's been a pillar of UK rap culture, a true pioneer in the game. He came up during an era where authenticity mattered, where bars had weight, and where storytelling through music was king. Pound Sterling wasn't just a rapper, he was a movement. His raw lyricism, street wisdom, and unfiltered delivery made him a respected name in the UK scene, earning him a loyal fan base and recognition as one of the realest to ever do it. But Pound Sterling didn't stop there, man. After taking a break from music, he made a powerful return, not just as an artist, but as a cultural voice. His Winners Talking podcast is now one of the most respected platforms in the game, where real conversations about life, business, and success are being had, inspiring the next generation to level up. He's proof that reinvention is possible, that legacy is built beyond the mic, and that the real ones always find a way to win. So today, we're celebrating an icon in UK rap, and a businessman, and a man who's still pushing the culture forward, always on his masculine shh. Make some noise for the one and only Pound Sterling! Hey, 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 hey! Yeah?
I'll tell you, yeah, I'm with all of that.
You like that, yeah?
Yeah, that was gas. I'll take it.
Come on, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I can't complain, man.
Come on, bro. You know, it was like, we had to give you your flowers, bros. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. The intro alone is enough. I could go home right now.
Come on, my bro, man. It's so good to see you, bro. Because, like I said, I was at After Some Motherhood. I came on your show.
Yes, you did.
Had a really good time. You know what I mean?
Bro.
It was a proper time, man.
Yeah.
But I want to take it back, bro. I need to take it back. Like every guest that we have, we always trying to take it back. So let's take it back, bro. Before Pound Sterling, you know what I mean? Like, how was the childhood like, bro?
We're going all the way there,
Yeah, all the way there.
Childhood, yeah, you know, childhood, South London, growing up in South London with my parents. My brother came along when I was about 8. And yeah, then the other one. And yeah, it was just your typical Caribbean household growing up, you know, reggae music on a Sunday morning, licks if you're doing too much, you get it? Yeah, that kind of thing, you know.
It felt like you remembered the licks as well, man.
Man will never forget the licks, bro. I'll never forget the licks.
Yeah.
I remembered.
Yeah.
No, it's all part of it, you know.
Yeah,
you understand? So yeah, it was that. That was the childhood. Really.
Yeah. Pounds, I need to ask you, my brother, yeah? How did you get the name Pound Sterling? I feel like I know, but I want to hear it from the man himself.
What do you think?
I just feel like you was the hustler.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. No, what it was, because I was in my teens, from young, I was making a lot of money in my teens, like 17, 18. By 18, 19, I was already I was renting an apartment. I was living by myself. I had a couple cars, motorbikes and all that stuff. So my friends used to call me, shout out my guy Lex, he used to call me like Money, Pounds. He used to come with all these names.
Yeah.
He used to be like, yeah, G Money, Pounds, Money bags, da. Then the Pounds one stuck, then others started calling me as well. Then I ran with Pounds and Pound Sterling, ran with it from there, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where it stemmed from still originally, and it kind of stuck.
Serious.
Yeah. There's worse nicknames to have.
Yeah.
And also, what I've always liked about it, well, it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you understand what I'm saying? If man them are calling you Pounds and money, let it keep generating, let it keep coming. You see what I'm saying to you? So, yeah. So that's where it came from originally, my brother.
And when did music first become like serious for you?
Music first became serious for me probably around the time you're saying, like Channel U times, maybe just before. It wasn't anything I'd ever thought of before I started. I dropped a few mixtapes just before the Channel U saga, like just to change the atmosphere of what was going on around me and my people. Like, we were into a lot of stuff, so my thing was like, where a lot of my friends were going to prison at the time, it was kind of a repetitive cycle. So me kind of, I won't want to say I'm the leader, but like...
No, say if you're the leader, you're the leader, bro.
Right, no, the reason, I won't say it. apart from to make sure they don't try and throw me in any conspiracy charges from old shit. But no, just because there was a lot of leaders in my life. Yeah, but I might be considered the leader, put it that way, like as, you know, running shit. So with that in mind, I just wanted to break the cycle, the repetitive nature of like my friends going in and out of jail. So I was like, all right, what can we do different? Took some money, started with the music thing, and yeah, from there shot some big videos. My whole thing was, if I can make my videos look as good as the mainstream videos quality wise, with my name being strong and having a reputation, the two things combined should jumpstart me ahead of a lot of others, have more of that wow factor of like, who's this? Like, remember my first videos got banned. It took like, I had to make like 7 or 8 different edits to get it on Channel U. Yeah, shout out Ricky Blue, because he helped me, he fought for me, but I used to have to constantly re-edit. I gave it to them and like, no.
What video was that got banned?
The first one was For My Dogs.
Aye, this is For My Dogs. Hey, big tune.
That got banned because they just said it was too raw, it was too realistic. It was too realistic.
At the time as well, it was mad.
At the time. Nowadays, it'd probably be more par for the course, but at the time, it was a lot.
And how old was you at this time when you actually decided to like step into music?
I think when I switched to the music, I was about 23.
Okay.
Yeah, about 23.
Okay.
23, 24, I think.
23, 24. So it literally was just kind of like what you was doing before, and then you just said, "Rah, you know what? It's that time."
Yeah, I just said, you know what? This can't continue like this. You know, something's got to give.
Yeah.
Something's got to change. So, yeah, I started, and because I had time by myself as well, because so many of the guys was on holiday. I just started tapping into that and told the guys, listen, trust me. This will work. Yeah, I knew it's something that they, with my thing, you know how man them are, like they want to enjoy themselves. They want gal around. Yeah, you understand, and they want to, you know, posture and you know. Yeah. So my thing was, listen, just trust me. It's not gonna be like the other videos you might see on the channel right now. Cause one of my guys, he was coming home soon, and he was like, "Oh, you're not gonna make me shoot some video on the estate with a pit bull and this," and I was like, "No, it's gonna be different."
Yeah, so, your videos weren't like that.
No, that was the whole thing. My thing was just that, and like, and kind of, and at the same time, probably because I was into a lot of stuff at the time, like probably just like talking to my enemies down the camera, flexing on my haters a little piece.
Nah, because you did a lot of that though, bro. You did a lot of that. Like, a man just direct to the camera, chat in your talk.
You know, youthful exuberance. Youthful exuberance, you know, like that. Like, you know, you gotta just, you know, like at the time, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of that. Let's be real. There's a lot of that.
At what point did you now feel like you got something? Because so you went from, let's try this thing. At what point now did you think, oh my days, like, you know what, this is actually working, you know?
You see, with me, I'm a different kind of guy. Like, there was never any doubts in me. I walked to a studio with a guy, one of my uncle's friends, when I started recording my mixtapes, and I said to him, listen, I'm gonna record these mixtapes. The roads are gonna love them. Then I'm gonna do videos, and the roads are gonna love it. And that's it. And he just stared at me like, the ego on this guy. Yeah. And I remember you used to always say it to me, he goes, his ego. But it was just an overwhelming feeling. Sometimes God will talk to you, you know, if you listen, you understand? So it was just my feeling. Same with anything else, I just believe. Yeah. And then people believe afterwards. Because my guys ain't gonna believe at first when you tell them. But I told them, this is how it's gonna go. Trust me, follow me, this is what I'm gonna do, this is how it will work. And it was so said, so done. So there was no surprising me or, oh, this is becoming a thing or not. No, it was just like, this is what's gonna go on and this is how it works, and it did work in that lane. But
you said that obviously certain people were just kind of just thinking to themselves like, yo, this guy's crazy. But do you blame them? Because at the time there wasn't really that many people that was really doing their thing.
No, I never blame anyone. I don't blame them because the lane it was in and what I was doing now, there wasn't like a blueprint of this has been done before. It was just I'm a very my self-belief is very high. I've always backed myself. Like, I don't really need you can believe afterwards. Jump on the bandwagon. You can come with me afterwards. I won't even judge you that you didn't believe in the first place. My main cousin that I do most things with work-wise, he's always naysaying my shit. Until my shit pops off, he'll say to me, nah, that's not gonna work. Then he'll ring me 2 months later, oh, everyone in my area is listening to you. Then that For My Dogs tune, I said to him, listen to this tune. I think I don't know about that, you know. But then he'll ring me later and be like, yeah, everyone's... So it just is what it is. Sometimes you just got to believe in yourself, and I'm good with that.
100%. The UK rap scene at the time, yeah, it was mad raw when you first come up, yeah. Everything was about authenticity and respect. How was like the grind in them early days?
What, the grind to make yourself known?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because of the style of videos I did, I made myself known quick because it's like, who's the guy that's spending the big money on the videos? Yeah, you get what I mean? Yeah. So that was that was my marketing. That was my USP. My USP is me being me, and who's the guy with the videos. Yeah. I remember my first video, Fire Breathers. It was Fire Breathers, the stripper pole, Crystal, Dom Perignon. Yeah. Like, I had chefs at my first video, you know, because that's how much I think. Because I'm like, the girls are gonna get hungry. Yeah, and then they're not gonna work. Yeah, they're not gonna want to work. I'm like that, bro. Like, because I was outside before I started doing this, so I know women. So I'm like, they're not gonna want to work. So I had chefs cooking all the way through. Yeah, it was just a party basically, bro. You understand?
But your videos, a lot of your videos,
that was like the vibe. So yeah, I bought the Fire Breathers and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was my USP. Yeah. So that was that part, and plus the grind. If I'm honest with you, it's like it was more flowing naturally for me because it wasn't I wasn't doing this to make it my source of income. I came into the situation then with some money in my pocket, put it that way. So yeah, with that in mind, it was just bam, straight in, impactful. Yeah.
And you did, like, it was a proper bang from the start. Yeah. A lot of your music carries motivational messages, as well as realness. So were you always intentional about inspiring people through your lyrics?
Probably because I'm always inspiring the team. Like I said, you know, if you're a leader, innit, you've got that leader kind of role. So with me, I've always been on just inspiring, whether it's my friends, my family. So by extension, when I do this kind of stuff organically, it's just gonna happen. That's just part of my MO. That's part of me as an individual. Yeah, that kind of thing still.
So we talk about you being a leader, but who's inspired you in the process?
What to do what I do. Yeah. To do things like music and that stuff. At those points, you're watching the Americans. Yeah. You're seeing what they're doing. You're seeing the business acumen they're working off. If anything, I always look at UK and say we're a few years behind them with things. So when I look at the people at the time, like, I don't know, you'd see Jay-Z, Master P, 50 Cent, all these people that are just making their own lanes, to see that you can come from being a street guy and transition into this world kind of stuff. In my mind, it's like, well, if it's possible for them, why is it not possible for me? You get it? So yeah, that will definitely be part of the thinking, and they were definitely people I used to listen to a lot.
So it was like who? So Jay-Z, Master P,
50 Cent, anyone that was just
50 Cent. I feel like when I watch your stuff, because a lot of people were saying like UK. The vibe that you had was kind of like a UK version of like
yeah.
And I can understand why
people used to say that. Yeah, people used to say that, but people used to say that. I get it. It's because it was probably the aggression level. Yeah,
it was. Yeah. Well, talking straight directly to your haters.
Yeah, it has to get like that sometimes. You know, it has to get like that sometimes. Well, you gotta understand, while this is going on, I'm in real stuff. Like, I'm living a very, like, outside of that, things are still going on. Yeah. And also, like, you have to understand, like, when you're into street stuff, and especially if you're leading and you're all of that, like, it's in the 48 laws of power. It says, like, create a character larger than life. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm doing this, I'm showing that, like, for any of you lot and whatever I'm into with any of you lot, there's zero fear in me, and this is how confident I am. So I'm speaking directly because of the situation that I was in at the time and how my life was at the time. You know? So I'm just speaking directly. It's how I felt. Like I said, you know, the youthful exuberance. Yeah. You know.
Do you know what's so crazy as well? It's mad because, like, nowadays everyone does subliminals. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas you was just straight direct, which was just, it was good to see. You know what I mean?
It was a lot to see at the time, I think. Like I said, it got banned 6 times. I had to re-edit it 6 times. I was just straight to the point.
The final video was calm though. Like,
the first video was calm. It was more
the lyrics.
The lyrics that had to get edited. It wasn't the visuals.
What was you saying though?
They just wanted words edited out like they wanted words edited out like.
You don't want to say it.
Yeah. We move. You know the way there.
Let's move.
Yeah, go back, watch the video.
Yeah,
we're celebrating. You know, let's not do that. My sons are gonna watch all of that.
Yeah.
You know.
Alright, let's keep it inspirational.
Yeah. That unedited version is available. It's out there, isn't it? You can listen.
Anyone who gave you one piece of advice that stayed with you till this day?
I got so much advice from like my I used to listen to, see with me, if I'm sitting with anyone, if I'm sitting in the room with you, if you say something that is like powerful or relevant, you can learn from everyone. That's one thing I know, you can learn from everyone. But there was so much I was given as far as guidance, as far as in life, or lines that I've told, or it could be something as simple as, are you talking music related or life?
Just life in general, whether it's music, whether it's just life in general.
Millions. One of my uncles used to say so many things to me. I just random one, like he said to me, like things that stuck with me. We were moving house. I was moving. My grandparents were going back to the Caribbean, and they were moving. They were packing up in the van, and me and him were talking about females, women. I got told yesterday that you shouldn't say females anymore, so I'm gonna say women. Is that we are co-signing?
Yeah, you co-signing it.
I didn't know that before, you know. I didn't know you can't.
Thanks for telling me, bro.
Brother, I'm putting everyone on in that because they were like, you can't say that anymore. I'm
so
like,
it's women, right?
You could, literally.
Are we right? Women.
Literally, you're still alright to say that. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
You can say women, but you shouldn't say females. I got told that yesterday, so you know that's what I mean. See what I mean? Piece of advice. I got that yesterday, but that wasn't the advice I was talking about. So anyway, now we're moving. He's talking to me about women as a whole. I was probably a teen, probably like 18. And he said to me, we're talking about, I don't know, some girl that might have been pursuing me at the time or whatever. And I said, what? And he said to me, goes, not everyone that likes you in that way, you should go there. He goes, when you keep yourself to yourself, you're keeping your power. Once you give yourself to that person, you're losing a bit of it. But if you keep improving yourself and don't give yourself to them, they're always still going to want you anyway. Keep your power. And I've lived by that. You see what I'm saying? Whereas sometimes as a man, you know, it's easy to give into that.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but there were so many things I was told, man. So all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
All the time.
You gave us classics, man. From For My Dogs to Fresh. Tracks that had the streets and the club on lock, yeah? What was your mindset when you was creating those bangers? Because there was, bro, those were bangers at the time, bro. Like, I'll be real with you, bro. Like, I wasn't on road, but I wanted to be on road.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to my haters, and I didn't even have haters. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's that's the type of vibe. So I want to know like your mindset when you was in that studio, because bro, when I'm looking at it, bro, man had the top off in his video.
Yeah.
Like
let's do that.
you was flexing, cuz. Yeah. Even me, I was Margaret at the time. I took off my top. Someone said put it back on. I said, my bad. You know what I'm saying? But what was your mindset, my bro? What was your mindset?
For My Dogs times, like I said, it was just fresh off. It was just fresh from the road into what's going on here. And I'm into a lot of stuff, so I'm just expressing my mind of what's going on at the time. If you remember that video, there was one part black and white at the end.
Yes.
So the first part, that's the party with the like I said, with the women and the
women.
Yeah. And all of that good stuff. A select few of my boys, the women, the party, this.
Yeah.
The second part, the black and white part, was for all my other friends that I can't even let them come in there with their back, because they're gonna do a madness. Like, they're not civilized enough for that. They're gonna be looking around the bar, looking, where's the safe? You see what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do all of that, so you lot had to come later. And then we patterned that. And so that's how fresh it was. That's how raw it was. Like, I had to divide, but I was always aware, like, you have to know your people. So there's that. Fresh now, the mindset recording Fresh is, again, I'd been gone for a little while. Because I used to drop stuff, then go back to doing what I was doing. Because the weird thing with music, it wasn't really like my passion like that, bro. It wasn't like I wanted to be the Uno rapper, you know? It was more just, this is just us. It was more for the team. Like, come on, let's do this and enjoy and whatever. So by the time I was doing Fresh, I remember recording it. The mindset was, I got sent the track. Shout out Slick Vic, he made the track. I got sent the track. I lived with it. I kept listening to it. Then one day I just went to the studio with a few of the boys recording it. and it was just again just flexing. I'd had a good year, bro. I'd had a good year.
Yeah.
Look at the hook.
Yeah.
I get money. Everyone that knows me that knows I get money. That's a big statement to make. No one ever said it was false.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
no one ever said it was false.
It's true.
So it was just like that. Just I was just in it.
Yeah.
I was just in it and just being the general of the crew kind of thing, and just like bam, putting my mindset always was like, this is me carving a piece of time for me and my boys, and this is us, and this is what we were doing at the time.
That's sick, man. And now you was basically kind of like in an era where it was brand new type of thing, you know, for the UK culture. How do you see the industry now?
It's flourishing now.
Yeah.
Flourishing. Like, I knew people used to say to me, General, you're just ahead of your time. My OGs would say, you're ahead of your time. But it never bothered me because I've always been happy in life. So I've been happy. I've had what I wanted. I've had things. I'd live a good life. So I've never been the guy to feel any kind of way. So as I watch the evolution of the game, I've been very happy with it. Guys, I enjoy where it's got to. I'm happy to have been playing a part in it, but I really enjoy like seeing people reap the fruits and seeing people achieve what I knew could be done. You see what I'm saying? People used to say to me, well, you think you're going to get anywhere talking about all of that kind of stuff? Now everyone's talking about that kind of stuff. It's just that they weren't doing it when I was doing it. You see what I'm saying? So man, it's all good with me. And even if I play a small part, like when the big artists them say to me, we was listening to you, cool. Sometimes I'm all surprised. When I went to Nine's thing and I'm with all the Church Road man, then I went to his premiere and all of that, and all of them are saying, what, you don't know that? I'm like, is it? Okay, I didn't know that. Social media weren't around like that. So I didn't get that. Shout out Nines. You understand, like when they tell me like what it meant to them, it's a big deal. When I go ends to ends and they say what it meant to them, it's a big deal to me, bro. So I'm just happy to play my part.
So we basically was talking about, you know, the time when you first started, and then you mentioned now the evolution. You took a step back from music, bro. How comes?
That was a personal loss, family loss, man. I lost my brother, my youngest brother.
Okay,
so with that in mind, like it was just my family needed me. My mum more than anyone. My mum needed me. You understand? Like my mum was, you know how it goes. So I was with my mum, like, and then 1 year turned into two. 2 turned into 3, and plus I shouldn't forget as well my sons as well. Like my youngest was just born, and my eldest son. You know when you know someone's character, you know they need it. I'm a very hands-on guy anyway, so I just spent the time raising them and just doing normal. And it was probably the first time in my life, not in my life, shouldn't say that. First time in a very long time that I lived a normal life. Lived a normal life, and it was good for me. It was very beneficial to me, but it was good because it calmed me down. Did what I needed to do, looked after my family because that's always the priority. And plus, with losing my brother was my first artist. Like we had just. The video you're talking,
he was
the video you're talking with, where you said my top's off, and it's one of them because more than one time I took my top off. But flipping that video there.
No, but didn't you have am I correct? You could correct me if I'm wrong, but you had another video I think where you was featuring.
Yeah, it's me and him. That came out like a month.
That was black and white. Was it?
No, it wasn't black and white. It wasn't black and white.
No.
But that came out like a month before he passed. He was my first artist. Everything was about him because I never had the passion for he had the actual passion for the art. My thing was I can do this and I can afford to do this, but he's passionate. I'll push him to the forefront and he can do it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, because he was at your videos as well. Because I think there was
he was at a couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them. Because there was a song that you did as well. I think he was acting like he was a bouncer or something, like behind you or something.
He was in the mix. Well. He was in the mix. He was in the mix. I was starting to bring him through because he was the youngest, but I started to bring him through, like, and bring him to do stuff with that as a view, with a view to that. So when I've lost him, it's like, in my mind, it's like, well, the party's over. I never wanted to be that guy anyway. So what am I doing it for? Now my family need me and I prioritize that and prioritize raising my sons. So I did that. As I said, 1 year turned into 2 turned into 3. Doing normal. I opened 2 gyms.
Sick, man.
I opened 2 gyms. And I was even teaching classes in the gym and all that as well. Yeah, I was teaching.
So
I'd go there sometimes just for the sake of like, I like the team thing, bro. That's always my thing, like the team and teach and motivate. So I'd go in the gym, teach some classes at times in the evening, teach some Muay Thai classes or whatever. And then 2 turned into 3, 3 turned to 4. The next minute, bro, it's fucking 10 years.
10 years. 10 years out.
And I was happy like that. I was, in my mind, apart from people would stop me and say, Pals, what's going on? Where's the music? Whatever. In my mind, I was content with
life at that time.
Yeah, for about 8 or 9 years, I was like, yeah, I'm cool with like, if that's it, yeah, I did this and now, cool.
But instead of fading out, you come back stronger.
Yeah.
You come with the Winners Talking podcast, my G.
Yeah.
What made you want to start that?
Like I said, around, I said it was 10 years, around year 8.
The itch.
Somewhere between the itch and, just a feeling of like, I've left stuff on the table. I've left too much on it. That like this, it's not meant to done here kind of stuff. Cause like I'll be talking to people and I just see they're just like, if I talk to people about, if I really talk my life story, people are just like jaw dropping and stuff. So I was like, that for one, and then watching the landscape of how things were going, the Americans again, seeing what they're doing. And I was watching a show on an American show, and the guy was like talking about his pod, Nori.
Yeah.
And he was Drink Champs, and he was like, yeah, you know, I do this pod because where I used to be a rapper and I know a lot of people, my conversation with them is different to other interviewers or whatever. And I was like, that's like me.
Yeah.
You know, like that. That's like me. Then on top of that, just seeing people's reaction when I speak to them, I was like, I think this would be a move to do.
Yeah.
So I spoke to my guy, Nikos, as I do, asked him. This time he didn't say no. He was like, that'll work.
Yeah, you learned his lesson, didn't you?
Yeah. He goes, makes sense, that'll work. Now he don't know but that I'll execute the way I'll execute. But yeah, from then it was just like, yeah, this is the move.
So when you make the move, because this is a bit different to music. This is like, do you know what I'm saying? This is something different now. Now you're coming into kind of like a different, like this is different now, yeah? With all the confidence that you have, at this point, did you feel 100% confident, or was this more of like, let me just try it in?
No, confident again.
Yeah.
The only thing I said was, for the first, it was a slight roll of the dice on the first couple, because my thing was, I was waiting to get my co-host, got my co-host, told the team what I was gonna do, found put everything together. Took about 1.5 years, not because of I wasn't ready, but because I couldn't find a co-host.
Okay.
Then on top of that, it was like.
And what was the process of you like finding a co-host? Because you was basically talking about getting a co-host. What was the process like for that?
Eyes and ears.
Yeah, okay.
Eyes and ears, bro. Looking, eyes and ears, listening. And then, that turned out to be the guy.
Yeah, shout out to Doug.
Shout out Doug. So Doug turned out to be the guy. Then COVID hit.
Yeah.
The guys are saying, just do it over Zoom. I'm saying, no, that wasn't how I visualized this. So we're just going to wait. But patience is one of my strongest points, bro. So, then I'm like, we'll wait. And then, we got it rolling now. To your original question of trying a thing or believing in it, the only thing I said to them was, listen, no, said to myself, I didn't say it out loud.
Okay.
I said to myself, I didn't even bother to tell them, because sometimes you just got to see for yourself. 100%. The only thing I thought to myself was, listen, you may have to take a low views. You might come out the gate and get 600 views, 1,000, but it's gonna work in the end. But take your ego out again. This is what I mean about the time to take your ego out of it. It just is what it is. You see what I'm saying to you?
Course.
That was the only thing. But in my mind, I had zero doubts that like this will be a thing. In my mind, it's like no question, this will be a thing. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, and this will be a thing. And like it came out, I remember day one, 670 views. I remember some guy.
So this is the point where you're just thinking, oh my.
No, but that's not done. You get the phone call. You get the phone call from one of the guys, you know, because everyone can tell you how to do so. I won't even say who it was, because he won't remember. He said it to me. Okay. But he won't know what I didn't like the phone call. Phone call like, you need to be doing Google ads. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. Yeah, man, I see it. It was good still, but you need to da. I'm like, all right. Come off the phone. Not doing any of that shit. Took about 2 days, 3 days. My first episode did like 45,000 views in a week.
45,000. Yeah, that's sick. A round of applause for that, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Did that in the first week, and then from there the ball was rolling. I was in there like I thought I would be, and now you get to show a different facet of my character See, the thing with me is when you're comfortable within yourself as a man, you can kind of relax and kind of just be whatever kind of way.
100%.
You understand? I ain't got to be acting tough. I ain't got to be acting this. So sit, have a conversation, show some vulnerability, learn stuff from other people, listen to other people. That's one thing I got from the time of doing up normal. Like when I was doing normal life, I managed my son's football team for like 4 or 5 years. I didn't miss a training session on a Tuesday, Thursday or Sunday.
Sick.
You see what I'm saying? I'm picking my sons up from school, I'm dropping them. Like I'm active with it, you get what I'm saying to you? So all of these new interactions, like, bro, I remember a football dad, because it's a mixed crowd, you know, white people, black people, I remember football dads and football mums asking me to bring their kids home and I was touched. Because as far as I knew before that, like, I am who I am, you get what I'm saying to you? But learning to evolve in those kind of spaces and just normalizing conversation, different circles. You see what I'm saying? So by the time I do this, I'm ready, bro. Because when you're on street and on the road, especially in the position I was in there, like you just become like, you see what I'm saying? I won't go into it too much.
Of course,
But those years helped me calm myself down. You see what I'm saying to you? Like go back to the essence of who I was before I left my parents' house and had to go and fend for myself. You see what I'm saying to you? So with that in mind, my conversations are different. My level of empathy is different. I've suffered a great loss, family loss, tragedies, known best of times, worst of times, seen, and I've come from environments and families where not everybody's got it like that.
Fact.
You see what I'm saying to you? You lose friends, we all grow up a certain way, friends go. So I can have a conversation about anything, bro. I can show vulnerability, I can show whatever. No one's gonna tell me, oh, he's a dickhead. You see what I mean?
That's so, you're comfortable with yourself, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. So no, there was never any doubts. I was ready, bro. I was ready, and I feel that it took a few episodes for me to know that I'm needed. You see what I'm saying to you? I'm needed. Like, a voice like mine is needed. And especially if I'm saying certain things, you get it? Next question.
Hey, brother, that's a straight mic drop. I like that. So, one of the things that I've always wanted to know, is what's the most like powerful moment for you on the pod?
Bro, I don't know.
Give me top 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
give me a top 5. Give me a top 5.
Powerful of moments that meant like landmark. I'll go between the both. I'll go from the first guest, first major guest. My first guest was Richard Blackwood, Shout
out to Richard,
So people were straight away like, where are you going to go from here? What are you going to do now? You got Richard Blackwood. You see what I'm saying? So it set the pace at a certain kind of way, but big him up for coming through. That's my guy, man.
Shout out to Richard, man.
So that's one. Gigs and Buck episode when they both came. Because they, you know what it is with that, as well? One, Buck don't do talking. Buck don't do podcasts. You might you hear him talk when he's acting or whatever or at times. To get both of them and the way it came about as well, like Gigs after my pod came out, he contacted me and was like, listen, see what you're doing, you know? You're back outside, we're gonna pull up.
Yeah, that's sick.
And then so said, so done. I just, because with me, I don't force anything, I leave it. Once people say to me they want to pull up, I say, listen, when you're ready, just contact me and we'll sort it out. Then they contacted me and pulled up. That was major. Because that made people be like, oh shit, I want to go on that podcast. I want to go on that podcast.
But
you see what I'm saying?
To be fair, Giggs is one of the people, and Buck, like when they say they're gonna do something, they'll do it.
Listen,
they give
he's
you
always shown support to what I'm doing, from music times to anything. He's always shown support. And to be fair, how he moves, because remember, we're from that era. Me and him, that era.
Of course,
I look at some of the things he does, and he's another man. He recognizes his position and his thing, and he deals with it accordingly. But anyway, so Gigs and Buck. Another one. Five. Daniel Kaluuya, Oscar winner.
That was a moment.
When you got Oscar winners in the building.
Let's get something done. When you got Oscar.
When you got the Oscar winners in.
I ain't even got the Oscars yet. You know what I'm saying?
When you got the Oscar winners in, you got to be,
true.
you know.
Shout out to Daniel. He's another real one, man.
Come on, that's my guy, man. Good guy, man. Good guy. Certified guy, man.
So we're on 3 now.
There's so
We've got
many.
two more.
We'll go sports. Should we go sports now?
Yeah, let's go sports.
All right, we're gonna say Tony Bellew because that's a world champion. Plus an actor, Creed and all of that. You know, he smashed it in Creed as well.
He did.
And for him to pull up and all. Remember, it's an independent platform, you know. It's not agents. It's not this. It's not that. It's just mutual respect and all of that people are coming through the door.
100%.
So that's another big one. And the other one's the landmark of like 100 episodes. The 100th episode, that was important episode to me as well. Is that 5?
Yeah, that's
the 100th
5,
episode was very important because it's just a landmark.
That's big.
And you know what's funny about the 100th? Why I say it's important and there's story behind it. At the time, I negotiated some sponsorship and all of that. One of the sponsors was like, yeah, you got your 100 coming up. We want to do this. We want to do that. We want to do this. We want you to do this. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I want to do this. Want to do that. Want to do this. I'm like, okay. But I never rely on that, and I never listen to that too tough. And that some of the ideas were like, we're gonna get you this guy. We're gonna get you this guy. And it turns out I'm saying to them, do you even know this guy? Because I know him.
Yeah.
I know him. And last time I spoke to him, he didn't say he was pulling up. You understand? So how are you going to get him to pull up? And I can't get him to pull up right now. And they're like, So I'm like, you know what? 100th episode, I just want it to be with my people.
Yeah.
I just want it to be with my people. Just with the guys. It happened to fall on my birthday as well.
Oh,
and I
sick.
just
Look at that. Look at God.
Yeah, exactly. I just sat there. I just spoke about the pod, what it meant to me. I spoke very openly, honestly, what it meant to me. Spoke about that. Spoke about my brother that I've lost. Spoke about stuff, and it was just a moment for the team. Just like and I just told the team how much I appreciate them and all of this stuff. And that's an important episode to me.
That makes sense. And to be honest with you, you lot started like around lockdown, right? Or just before? Just after
lockdown.
So to hit 100 episodes, bro, and
consistent, week in, week out.
We were talking about that. It's like week in, week out.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
No,
it's not easy at all. So you were just talking about like sponsors and stuff like that. So where you lot are independent, do sponsors come to you or do you lot go to them, or how does that work?
They've come to me, thankfully. Yeah. Like over the year. But again, this was part of the plan. I'm not going to give the blueprint away to make guys know how to do it. I just know that there were certain things put in place that I knew that if I do this, if you build it, they will come.
100%.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what certain things were put in place for that, and it was so said, so done. But as long as they don't but don't get me wrong, there's sponsors that I say no to.
Of course.
Quite a few I say no to. If it doesn't fit with what I'm dealing with, the moral compass, then I say no. You see what I'm saying?
I think a lot of people need to understand is that what we're doing, we are the bosses. So it's kind of like, if they do come, they have to kind of like work within our vision.
Yes.
You know, they can't be, because some brands do that. They'll be like, listen, we fucking love this, mate. Yeah. But what we'll do, we want it to be like this, that,
100%.
that, and we'll bring in this person.
100%.
And it's like, brother, how are you bringing this person? He ain't even part of the culture.
No, they can't even do that. There's none of that. We don't entertain any of that kind of talk. And I had what I had in mind from the beginning is kind of how it's going. But what I have to say as well when I say this is, I do understand that not everyone is in a financial position to be able to do that. So sometimes you are going to have some flex. You are going to have some give. Yeah. So I don't want everyone to listen to this and be like, oh, you know what, we have to tell the sponsors this is how it's going to go, because that might backfire on you,
100%.
and you might not be able to do that. So fortunately for me, I'm not greedy, and there's an integrity behind it that I need to stick to, so I can say no to certain things. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I haven't come this far, but they tried to buy the podcast off me. A major, I won't put the name out of it, but a major, one of the top 5 majors in the country as far as media entertainment. Yeah. That I'll say to you off camera, tried to take over the podcast after 2 episodes.
2 episodes.
2 episodes, bro. They were like, yeah, we wanna be your partners, and we're gonna this and we're gonna that, and then it was. But then I started hearing back, but so we'll own the name and we'll do this, and I was like, we're not doing that.
Was the money good?
The money was good.
Yeah.
Money was
talking
good.
about 6, 7.
The money was good, man. The money was good. We're not gonna talk all of that right now, But the money was good.
You said 6, 7?
You didn't. When I asked you the budget for some other hood on the show, you didn't want to say no figures.
You understand
but now you're pressing. Now you're talking about 6, 7. Only 6, 7, I know is one drill group. Yeah. That's the only 6, 7, 9 though. Dibsy and them man, Monkey, LD and them lot. Shout out 6, 7.
Yeah. Would you ever get to a point where you would sell the pod?
Yeah, you sell the pod.
Yeah, like
no. Maybe partner.
Yeah.
You listen, partnerships are good. Can be good business.
Yeah.
As long as they're set out right.
Yeah.
Of course, you can arrange partnerships if they're set out right. But as for just sell off and lose control, no, I wouldn't do that. I can't see myself doing that.
If you could sit down for a winners talking episode, with anybody,
I get asked this a lot.
Anybody, dead or alive,
Dead or alive.
Yeah. Who would it be and why?
And dead or alive.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Bob Marley for the one person only, dead or alive. We're gonna go Bob Marley.
Okay. Why?
Cause that's Bob Marley, dog. It's Bob Marley, man. A lot. Cause not only is it heritage, roots, culture for me as a coming from Jamaican heritage and stuff, but also that's a global phenomenon, bro. Everyone can relate. Everyone's gonna want to hear what Bob's got to say. That's someone that crossed over all divides.
Yeah.
So that's something universal that everyone would want to hear. You understand? So that's why Bob Marley.
So what's next for the pod, man?
Just growth, bro. Growth, consistency, growth, and just leveling up.
Yeah.
Just keeping going, bro. Keeping going. Who knows what's around the corner?
Where do you see it going in the next couple of years? What's the aim? Like, where would you just love to just kind of be like, yo, you know what? I would love to get it there.
There's no ceiling when it comes to that, and there's no location when it comes to getting it there. I'd like it to just keep growing, bro.
Yeah.
Keep growing and keep doing what I'm doing, but just larger. Maybe more team. Take some of the weight off my shoulder because I do everything.
Yeah.
Just saying it how it is, you know, like that. So just gonna say it.
Know, to anyone watching, I know he's not chatting shit because he told me, he was like, yo, your team are all boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's all. I got a great team. And I'm good at like delegating, but I kind of hold it together. Let's just put it that way.
If you had to describe your career in 3 words, what would it be?
So what am I in this space now?
I say career just as a whole because you're not you started this thing with music, yeah.
Right, 3 words.
Yeah, 3 words.
The motherfucking hustler.
Hey,
that's what it's gonna be. If you're putting in, I added an extra word. That's what it's gonna be, bro.
I'll take
if you're putting in 3 words, man.
You've given out a lot of wisdom on Winners Talking, yeah?
Yeah.
If you could give one piece of game to the next generation, what would it be?
Just believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself. People will tell you things aren't possible, but you just gotta believe. If you feel like something can be done, just go for it. Go for it. Don't listen to the naysayers, because what might not work for them, that doesn't reflect on what will work for you.
Yeah.
So you gotta back yourself. Ignore the little voices in your own head and the voices from others that might not say, God, it's not possible. If you believe it and you really think you can do it, go for it, bro, with all your might.
Bare gems today. Bare gems today. So what's next for you, my brother? Like another return to music? Are you any new ventures or something?
There's new ventures. You're gonna see some new stuff going on in the not too distant future.
Yeah.
More stuff from myself as well, personally, like bits and pieces coming to basically just more of my solo stuff as well, like my own endeavors personally, like accepting where I am and what people want from me and going with it, you know. Side quests, side missions, I'm doing them, bro. I'm just working, bro. I'm working.
This is a question that we ask all our guests. This is our closing question that we ask everybody that sits on the celebration chair. We're celebrating your legacy today, yeah? What's one thing you want people to remember about your contribution to the culture?
That was myself, bro. That was myself from the get-go. Like, I've given you pieces of my life, so just know that I was myself. Just know that I was like everyone else. Had my flaws, but through it, I was genuine. You understand what I'm saying? I was genuine, bro.
Come on, my brother. Hey, listen, Pounds. It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, no, always, bro.
Come on, my
and
brother,
happy to pull up, man. And more blessings to everything that you lot are doing, the team, everything. Like,
come on, man.
I see what you lot are doing, and it's great work, and everything that you've done. Because remember, I've known you for a long time. I've seen you come up for a long time, and your transition and all of that.
No,
you have to put you in the celebration.
This is it, man. Listen, right now, hopefully, but right now, you know what I mean? We're just here to give you your flowers, bro.
I appreciate it,
and
bro.
before you go, bro, this is another thing that we like to do whenever people come down. We like to give them their flowers, but I ain't going to give you no flowers because, you know, it's not that type of vibe. But I know you like kicks.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
We got you a little gift from the celebration chair. You know
how
what I mean?
living.
Shout out to El Vardy.
Shout out El Vardy, man.
We got a little something for you right there, bro. You get me?
They bust me.
Come on, my brother.
I don't want to open it now to make the people them jealous. This is private right now. Let me turn it this way and just see it in private. You people all in my business. What? Got the El Vardys and all of that.
What?
Step into your story and that.
Hey, this is it. Listen, Pounds once again, my brother, we're so happy that you came down. We just want to say, bro, keep doing your thing. We love the transition. You're normally the person that's giving out the gems and you're giving out the motivation. I just want to say from me and my team, my bro, we love everything that you've done. We love everything that you're doing for the culture, and we're happy that you're back, my brother.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Come on, my
you,
brother,
man.
Thank you.
Thank you, team.
It's been the celebration chair. You know how it goes. We're gonna see you next time. Shabba the Naya. Shabba.